Welcome to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in the next half hour, the Executives Hispanic Gala brings hundreds to the Fillmore to celebrate youth from the entire state of Maryland. Members of our police force get ready to assist during Pope Francis' visit. And later on the show, Taste of Bethesda is right around the corner, and we'll tell you how you can attend. But first, the Silver Spring Transit Center finally opens to county commuters after $120 million in funding and 5 years to be built. The state-of-the-art facility promises to be an easy access point of transfer for Metro and Ride-On bus riders. The concept was conceived in the 90s, but the final structure will serve to accommodate the future growth of public transportation users in the county. David Dice, the director of Montgomery County's Department of General Services, took to the airwaves this week to tell riders of the features at the new Silver Spring Transit Center.
It recognizes the fact that Silver Spring is what the transportation folks call a multimodal hub, different modes of transportation, car, bus, rail, light rail. So Silver Spring is a great location for a project like this.
Over the last few weeks, Metro has been conducting bus operator training in order to get 200 buses around the 3-level facility during rush hour without any major delays. Another focus during the next few days will be guiding passengers to where each bus route is located.
So in order to move that many buses and the riders through, you needed to have a multi-level transit center that allowed buses to go in opposite directions on the same level, which makes this unique in Metro's transit system.
Up to 5,000 people are expected to make use of the center on weekdays.
In the transit center, one of the new technologies are video display boards where all the buses and routes and times are listed. So it'll be very easy to find where you need to go. A lot of it's decided on how the buses are coming into and out of and which direction they go to run their routes. Some buses are going to be coming in off of Colesville. Others will exit onto Ramsey, depending on where their routes are going and what direction, north, south, or east, west. They're primarily, a lot of the ride-on buses are on the lower level and Metro is on the upper level, but there are some that are mixed.
The Silver Spring Transit Center will open from 4 a.m. to 3 a.m. with 15 Metrobus lines and 20 ride-on routes. The state maintenance of effort law requires local jurisdictions provide the same level of local funding per pupil from year to year. Montgomery County was notified by the state that it was non-compliant with the fiscal year 2016 maintenance of effort requirement, and the county has appealed that ruling. Susan Kennedy has the story.
That MSDE had found the county out of compliance with its FY16 maintenance of effort requirement.
The discrepancy is over some non-recurring costs totaling $1.5 million. In June, the state certified the county's MOE requirement had been met and that those non-recurring costs did not need to be included in the calculation.
However, we got a ruling at first telling us, after we sought advice about some non-recurring costs, that those were not to be included to the tune of almost $1.5 million. But then later on, we got a ruling saying that we were non-compliant from the Maryland State Department of Education. And so we're a little bit confused about how they told us that we were fine and got the advice from them saying that, yes, it was a non-recurring cost, and now it's not.
We'll wait and see what the decision is. In a fiscal situation such as we are going through very tight money, this is a big deal. And so in my opinion, that to me is what's really important, that we need to clarify that. We need to understand if the state board does make a ruling of some sort or gives you guidance that it's binding and that they cannot come back and say later on that we have to scramble and figure something out.
Close to 1/2 of the county's budget goes to funding the school system. Montgomery County has often been a leader in the state, traditionally funding the schools way above the minimum required.
In the grand scheme of our large budget, it's really not a lot, but it is something that, again, for us, in terms of moving forward, we need to have clarification. We've sought clarification from the state before about these particular issues, and so we're really going to be pressing this year to just have a clear understanding of what are our non-recurring costs and what aren't, so that all of us can move forward and work together with our local school boards. Thank you to the board, and we look forward to continuing to work with you.
The State Board of Education is scheduled to discuss the county's appeal next week. In Rockville, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
Maryland's new voting machines are expected to make their debut at Rockville's mayor and city council upcoming election. Montgomery County Board of Elections voting coordinator Gilberto Salaya shows how the new machine works.
In 2008, the state legislature mandated that we have a paper verifiable voting system. Because of the recession and the technology and the need for it to be certified by the EAC, several years passed. Now we have the new ballot marking device. Voters will vote on the ballot marking device for those individuals that vote during early voting. And then on election day, there will be a ballot marking device in every single precinct, but voters will vote on an optical scan or similar to a vote by mail ballot. So you have the two options. However, both options you will need to scan in an optical scan device. The community could contact the Montgomery County Board of Elections. They could call my office, 240-777-8532, and we could do some demonstrations and we could collaborate. We're really looking forward to taking this equipment to demo it to the community. The City of Rockville will be using this equipment for their local Rockville elections, but this is what we'll be using for the 2016 presidential elections next year.
And can you just show us a little bit how it's going to work on election day?
So after voters will check in, that doesn't change. Voters will get a ballot marking activator. They will insert it into the ballot marking device. Under Section 203 of the Voter Rights Act, everything must be in English and Spanish. So in the first prompt, you'll see English or Español, which is Spanish. So the voters will select the language, and this is the outreach ballot. Obviously, for the presidential elections, it will be different, and also for the city of Rockville. So here you will vote for one. You have more options here. And you can also contrast the ballot. You could magnify the ballot. And you can also switch languages. Press the language button on the top. And here's some of the ballot questions. It says, will you vote for the next presidential elections? Yes. And do you like the new voting systems? Yes. Hit select. This is the review screen where you can review all of your selections for each contest. And if this is what you like and you're ready to cast your ballot, what happens is the system will print your ballot. The ballot is not live. You have to take it to the optical scanner. Once you take it to the optical scanner, then it will be counted. So this is a live ballot, which you'll need to go to the optical scan line. And as you could tell, all your selections are here that you selected in the outreach ballot. And this is what you will take, and this is how you will flex your vote during the 2016 presidential elections.
Pope Francis is scheduled to visit Washington, D.C., and many Montgomery County residents are paying attention to the details of the trip. Some residents are hoping to see the Pope, while others are hoping to avoid the traffic his historic trip may bring to the DMV area. MC Media's Sonia Burke reports.
Pope Francis will be in Washington, D.C. from September 22nd through September 24th, and residents we talked to in Montgomery County said they're excited for his visit.
I think he's a pope for the people.
She's certainly not alone. Hundreds of thousands of people are expected to converge on Washington, D.C. for the Pope's historic visit.
I'm a Catholic Christian from India, and I have seen Pope John Paul when he visited in India. And this Pope is he speaks to us as a generation, and I welcome his views.
Everybody seems to love him.
What do you love about him?
Oh, he's just a real guy.
I'm just impressed that he seems to be widening the circle of the church and being more welcoming to all different groups of people.
If you're planning to welcome the Pope to D.C., you'll want to take the metro down, and WMATA officials say be prepared for crowded trains and possible delays. Riders should purchase fare cards in advance. You can find more information about that on Metro's website. Federal employees are being advised to telework during the Pope's 3-day visit if possible.
I am going to try it. This is a lifetime opportunity.
I just don't do crowds real well, and they're really bad in this area, so I'm assuming it's probably going to be a nightmare.
Definitely not. I work in D.C., but I'm going to try to make my commute so that I don't intersect with his motorcade.
No matter where they are watching, people from around the world will be listening to what he has to say.
I liked him to talk about the issues about the refugees and about the young generation coming back to church and to have faith and hope.
I'd like to see what his blessing's going to be, and I'd like to see what he has to say.
You can find out more about the Pope's visit online at popefrancisvisit.com. For County Report This Week, I'm Sonia Burke.
Coming up on County Report This Week, we will take you to the grand celebration at the Fillmore, the 3rd annual Montgomery County Executive Hispanic Gala. And later on the show, we'll meet our Pet of the Week. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Lorna Virgili. It was a packed house at the Fillmore Silver Spring for the 3rd annual Montgomery County Executive Hispanic Gala. 77 students from diverse communities in Maryland received a $2,000 scholarship each. Carolina Galliano has the story.
Now in its 3rd year, the Montgomery County Executive Hispanic Gala filled the house tonight here at the Fillmore with over 1,000 attendees and 77 students receiving awards and scholarships.
This started as an idea. I was jogging in the park one day and I had gone to the Executives Ball, which has been established for 30 years now, and they fundraise to give funds to the arts and humanities. And I said, there's got to be something for Latino, for Hispanic students like that.
My family actually moved back to my home country, so I'm pretty much here by myself, trying to fight life and trying to strive for the best while still finishing school. This is my last year of undergrad, so obviously this is really, really helpful when you have to pay for like bills and things like that.
I appreciate the scholarship more than the average student just because of my situation. I don't qualify for FAFSA, and all the money that I use for my tuition comes from my merit scholarships, and also I pay cash, right?
This year, for the first time, the scholarship is open to any student of need, not just Latino students. I'm very proud about that. And I'm also very proud because this is our signature event. We're here to celebrate Latino youth, Latino education, Latino culture, and the future of Montgomery County.
Each student was awarded $2,000 from sponsoring governing agencies, local businesses, and Montgomery College.
What's interesting to me about this event is recognizing that the only way you can truly provide access and the only way you can really help change a family's life is through education.
We started with 25 students just a couple of years ago to 77 awards that we're providing tonight. Providing opportunity for students, access to students, but also recognize the Hispanics who have made such a powerful contribution to our state, our community, and our nation.
The program also honored Universities at Shady Grove Executive Director Dr. Stuart Edelstein as Advocate of the Year, ESOL Counselor Lulu Fetzer Munoz as Educator of the Year, and the U.S. Citizen and Immigration Services Director Leon Rodriguez for his work in public service. But among the most memorable photo moments was the one taken by County Executive Ike Leggett.
And I'm going to send this photograph to Mr. Donald Trump so that he could see precisely what inclusion is about. This is a picture and this is an event that I would like for him to see because it is completely the opposite, the contrast of what he's talking about around the nation. This is what diversity is like. This is what inclusion is like. And this is what we celebrate here in Montgomery County. And we hope and believe that in time to come, that this kind of celebration will be celebrated all over this country because people will recognize the great contribution that Hispanics have made throughout our history.
For County Report This Week, I'm Carolina Galliano.
September 22nd is Car Free Day. It is a worldwide movement to celebrate sustainable transportation. Residents are encouraged to go green and go to work by bicycling, walking, carpooling, taking transit, or even teleworking. Car Free Day is intended to fight traffic congestion and preserve the environment. For more information, go to carfreemetrodc.org. It is time to check your medicine cabinet for expired or unwanted prescription drugs. The Prescription Drug Take Back Day will take place on September 26, and it is part of a regional effort to prevent the increasing problems of prescription drug abuse and theft. This event is a safe, free, and an anonymous opportunity to dispose of unwanted or expired prescription drugs. On September 26, there will be 11 drop-off locations across the county. There will be collection boxes in the parking lots of all of these police stations between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Coming up on County Report this week, the county executive helps launch a Live Well campaign among county employees. And there is an opportunity to get rid of unwanted paper at a safe paper shredding event. We'll tell you where when County Report this week returns.
Hello, I'm County Executive Ike Leggett with an invitation to all of our residents. Our public libraries educate and entertain residents of all ages, backgrounds, and interests. But we want to know how we can improve and are asking you to help us create the best possible 21st century library system. What do you want to see in your library? What can we do better? Join me and other residents at the Library of the Future Summit, Thursday, September the 24th, and give us your thoughts. Every voice matters. Libraries matter.
Montgomery College invites you and your family to experience live music, chef demonstrations, a parade of cultures, and more at the World of Montgomery Festival on Sunday, October 18th from noon to 5 at the Rockville campus. You won't want to miss this.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. The Start Right Business Plan competition gives women from all over the county a chance to win some money to support their businesses. Rockville 11 checked in with the winner of this year's competition to see how she plans to use her winnings.
The 2015 Power Conference was bigger and better than ever.
So this is an event that's really showcasing women entrepreneurs and the success they've been able to achieve.
Part of the conference is the Start Right Business Plan competition, sponsored in part by Rockville Economic Development Incorporated. It's a chance for women business owners to get some money to help support their dream.
It's the 12th year of our business plan competition, and we've had over 600 women entrepreneurs over the 12 years submit their business plans for consideration. So it really speaks to the great entrepreneurial spirit that we have here in the city of Rockville.
Taking a step of faith and submitting their business plan to be reviewed and to actually have a chance to win $5,000.
Grand Prize winner Hetty Ermer is using her winnings to take her business to the next level.
It's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. And it pushes you to try something that maybe you haven't done before.
Things like buying new computers and artwork for her psychotherapy business. But it's not just about monetary gain for new entrepreneurs. The competition provides so much more.
And other women too, that sense of you can do it, you can enter the marketplace. You can be a businesswoman, you can, play ball with the big kids, that kind of thing. It's a wonderful feeling.
And if you're thinking about participating next year, Ermer has some advice.
I would say do it. You have nothing to lose. At the very least, you're going to get feedback.
For County Report this week, I'm Katie Giardi.
To get more information on the Start Right Business Plan competition, go to marylandwbc.org/start. The county wants healthy employees, and for that, Executive Ike Leggett helped launch the Live Well campaign, encouraging all current county employees to take steps to live a healthier life. Montgomery County has teamed up with Virgin Pulse to offer a new health and well-being program designed to help employees create healthier habits and feel great.
It means better for your families, better for your coworkers. And as we reduce the negative implications of wellness and we improve, it helps all of us. Not only it helps in terms of the quality of life, but it also helps us in terms of what we see in and around us. And important to many of us, it helps us in our pocketbooks. There is a strong financial incentive for us so that we are not spending more in areas of health care.
Taste of Bethesda returns on Saturday, October 3rd from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. and will bring more than 50 restaurants and 5 stages of entertainment to Bethesda's Woodmont Triangle. More than 45,000 attendees enjoy Taste of Bethesda each year. Admission is free. Tickets will be sold on site to taste different foods. The event is located 3 blocks from the Bethesda Metro Station. Free parking is also available in downtown Bethesda's public garages. For more information, go to Bethesda.org. The Montgomery County Division of Solid Waste Services offers a service for you that is both environmentally friendly and secure. On Sunday, October 4th, between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. at John F. Kennedy High School in Silver Spring, you can shred and recycle your confidential papers. All types of papers, such as financial and legal documents, receipts, and tax and medical records, are acceptable. Remove paper from any 3-ring binders and spiral notebooks. No plastic or electronic items can be accepted. Residents can bring up to 5 paper bags or cardboard boxes for shredding, and it is available at no charge.
The on-site shredding and recycling services through these events are really just geared towards the single-family to our residential sector, single-family residents and residents of apartments and condominiums. We do encourage businesses to either work with a private collector for the on-site shredding for those sensitive documents, just because we are limited in terms of capacity during these 4-hour events. Office Paper Systems brings 2 trucks to the events, and they do fill up when we are busy. So if a business comes and they have lots of paper, it can definitely overwhelm us during these one-day events.
For more information, go to montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling or call 311. Coming up on County Report this week, we take you to a local mansion to take a peek at an art exhibit. And despite the weather, the Silver Spring Jazz Festival was a total success. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going.
Recycle more now.
Hey, mister, down here. You illegally passed the stop school bus. I'm placing you in timeout, and this timeout means big fines, plus you really could have hurt somebody. That's why school buses are being equipped with video cameras to help kids like me stay safe, so respect the bus.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. The Glenview Mansion in Rockville holds a free monthly art exhibit. Our team recently took a tour of the gallery and they had a chance to talk to some of the artists. To all the art lovers in the county, this story is for you.
The historic Glenview Mansion, located in Rockville, has a monthly art exhibit free to the public. If you're an art lover and you're looking for some fun and inspiration, this is the place to be. Let's go check it out.
I really love color and just fascinated with color and light and dark, and I feel that all the arts are part of a painting. Dance, music, everything.
We change the exhibit every month,
Usually the first Sunday of the month we have an exhibit, and it's really an open house. We have a free concert every time we have an opening. The artwork is always different. The artists are always here, so you can talk to them about their processes.
I might as well have been born with a paintbrush in my hand because it was something that came natural to me. I'm a local here in Maryland. Just by word of mouth, I found the Glenview Mansion, and I absolutely think it's a hot spot for any artist to show.
I prefer working with stone. Alabaster and soapstone's my preferred medium, and it's because of the color. When you look at a rock, you really don't think of it as being some of the things that actually come out of it.
This set of paintings is all about transportation. When I travel, I just take tons and tons of pictures, and everything interests me. So I get all excited about something, and then I just have to paint it.
These were all shot inside a church, and I went to the church for a concert. And during the concert, I saw sort of a light show of the light coming through the stained glass windows. And I was so taken with it, I called the church the next day and asked if I could come photograph.
Glenview's free monthly art exhibit happens on either the first or last Sunday of the month. Check the City of Rockville webpage for more information.
The Silver Spring Jazz Festival attracted thousands of music lovers to downtown Silver Spring recently. So what makes this festival so special? Take a look.
I was meeting with Marcus about something, and I said, you know, I'd really like to begin a jazz festival in Silver Spring and would like for you to be a participant, and what do you think? And of course he was all for it, and then we began our plans. We've got staff and we've got volunteers who help us put on what is a pretty major event each year. We've got a 40 by 40 foot stage, and it always astonishes me when it goes up because it's big and serious and very professional, and it's been very successful.
What I play is what I kind of call instrumental R&B. Some of the stuff is kind of hip-hop based. Growing up in DC, you definitely have a go-go influence as well. But mainly you have a straight-ahead jazz influence of soloing and having fun.
We have tremendous staff that do a terrific job scouring jazz talent from across the country, and this event is recognized not just regionally but nationally. It's not just Montgomery County residents that come, but people circle this on their calendar and come from across the entire region.
This is a rock and roll band in a big band setting, so we do jazz, and we play, there's trombones and saxophones and trumpets, but basically it's just a big party rock and roll band.
Live music out on the street, great restaurants. Everybody's doing well tonight because, people are checking out a restaurant maybe they haven't before they hear the music. So it's great for the local economy. And arts and entertainment is really part of what makes a community vibrant. And we're trying to show very visibly and publicly how much we love it and that you can encounter, live performance right here in Silver Spring.
It's such a cool event. I mean, you have such great performers tonight in what used to be our little, Silver Spring, and not so little anymore. So it's really neat that I get to take part in stuff like this.
Silver Spring, Maryland, I thank you for your love.
And now let's meet another pet. Kathy Stanhope joins us from the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center with more in our Pet of the Week segment. Kathy?
This is Rigo, and as you can see, we have much more than dogs and cats here at the animal shelter. Please come visit us to meet all of our animals. He's a bearded dragon. He's just about 6 years old. We'd really like him to go to someone who has experience with reptiles. Please give us a call at 240-773-5900 or visit Rigo and all of our other animals on the web at montgomerycountymd.gov/ASD.
With that, we close this edition of County Report this week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. We're going to leave you with images from the recent Butch Pool Party at the Wheaton Glenmont Pool, hosted by Montgomery County Recreation. I'm Lorna Virgili, and thank you for watching.